What you doing, Marshal McLuhan?
I didn't say it. I was going to say, what you doing, Marshal McLuhan? Oh, yeah. Don't want to waste all this film on our face, do we? The medium is the message, you see.
You know there was a hyphen in there, didn't you? M-S-H.
No.
No, always.
And then it was massage last time.
And mass-H. Put the hyphens in, and you have the real message.
Yes, yes, very good.
It was always intended to have hyphens.
Well, I just got hang of medium as the message, and then somebody told me. And then when we've had that for a few hundred years, then maybe we can talk about playing around with patterns and bars and music again.
And ground rolls.
Yes, we must get away from the patterns that we've had for all these thousands of years.
Well, this means very much in the way of decentralizing our world, doesn't it?
Yes.
Instead of pushing everything into big central patterns.
Yes, that big. We must be one country, Nigeria, and we must all stick together in the Commonwealth, Clid. Mm-hmm. It's we don't have to have badges to say we're together. We're together if we're together, and no stamps and flags are going to make anybody together, folks.
The way in which I think of the satellites as having done something.
The album, you know, I sort of, because I used to work in a little film studio there for American educational TV, and so when I saw that picture, boom, you know, it's really fun.
Yeah, there must be a few people that know Abbey Road itself.
And just sort of coming across it in a record shop and seeing it was sort of, what? What's that? That kind of thing. So it's a nice album, I like it.
Thank you.
Sure, it seems, you know, fairly clear at least.
It is straight lyric, you know.
Have you got your two establishing? Okay. I'm sorry.
For coming today,
Hold it.
most people probably had to come down from New York all the way up here, and I'm very grateful for that. Many people would probably question why we're doing an art show anyway in a museum, you know, because the art world is supposed to be dead, and especially a museum scene is a dead scene. And now when the whole world is in such a crisis, if I should be doing an art show in a museum when people are starving in the East and all that, you know, and it sounds like a silly thing to do. I thought of that too. I was wondering why I'm still an artist. 15年間のね、仕事をね、全部入れようって言うんでね。だけどやっぱりそうはいかなかったんです。例えばね、リッソンギャラリーでやった半分の部屋っていうんでね、ハーフ・ア・ウィンド・ショーっていうのやったんですよ。ハーフ・ア・ウィンドっていうのは半分の風ですか、のショーっていうんでね。で、全部そこにあるものは全部半分だったの。例えばベッドも半分だし、コップも半分だし、机も半分だし、額縁も半分だし、全部半分だけ見せてね。それでそれからスリッパなんかは半分じゃなくて片っぽのね。
People of Newtopia are ambassadors of the country. As two ambassadors of Newtopia, we ask for diplomatic immunity and recognition in the United Nations for our country and its people. Utopian Embassy, 1 White Street, New York, New York.
What does the flag mean? What does the flag mean?
Surrender and submission. And also you can blow your nose. I don't understand law, as it were, because it is finite, you know, and I don't really go, I can't express it and dig that scene, you know. I don't know, you know, it seems just like me, as somebody once said, Kafka-esque. It's just bureaucracy, and they get going, and then what can they do? You know, they don't know where to turn, I suppose. The game started, and we have to play it out. Most of the major talent I feel in the world is here, and we want to be where the action is, because it's inspiring artistically and all other. I mean, what's the use of being in, you know, I'll offend somebody, so forget that. Denmark, I was going to say. There's no point in being elsewhere. This is where it's happening. Whatever it is that's happening, this is it.
I just feel overwhelmed because, as usual, there's a great woman behind every idiot. And she's the one, and she kept me together, you know. I would have fallen apart a long time ago. And she pulled me through it, and here I am. I thank her, and God bless her.
John, what is the one reason you decided that you wanted to live in America rather than any other nation?
I've said this many, many times. I have a love for the country, but simply, if it had been 2,000 years ago, we'd have all wanted to live in Rome. This is Rome, and I don't want to live in the hills. This is where the action is, as they say in France.